Enthusiastic consent eliminates doubt, so there's no confusion over whether someone has said yes to sexual activity, says an Ohio State University professor.
I think what people need to be taught is that you can't assume that there's consent unless you've asked and got an answer enthusiastically.
Zoe Brigley is an assistant professor at OSU who researches gender studies and violence against women.
That a silence might mean no. That if someone is obviously unhappy or not pleased with what's happened, then that also means no. And that it's not unsexy to ask someone, like, are you happy with what's happening? It's not unsexy to check in with someone and to make sure that you have that consent. In fact, it can be something that is really meaningful.
In November, 6 people at OSU reported being raped in on-campus residence halls.
And what's important about the enthusiastic consent is that usually in discourse around sexual violence, there's so much scrutiny on the person who survived it. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And actually, what we should be scrutinizing is the person who committed the violence. And we should be saying, why didn't you get enthusiastic consent? Lots of people cite the cup of tea meme, which goes around the internet. And, it's not absolutely perfect, but what it does show you is how ridiculous it is when you think about it. Like, would you give someone a cup of tea when they were sleeping? No, of course you wouldn't. Then, you shouldn't have sex with someone if they're sleeping. It just kind of draws attention to how ludicrous it is that we even contemplate that this kind of activity is okay. If someone changed their mind and said, I don't want a cup of tea after all, you wouldn't have a problem with it. You completely understand. And you wouldn't force them to have a cup of tea. It's the same thing with sexual activity.
I'm local for you in Columbus. This is Cynthia Rossi on NBC4i.com.